Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Diehard Nate podcast. This is your host, Ebru. I'm going to introduce Nate. Without further ado, Diehard State of Mind. Let's get into it. Yep.
Yup.
Playing around with the things. I actually had something keyed up, but I didn't save it properly, so it sounded weird. But
It's all
I
right,
just winged it just now.
It's all right, man. What's
Yeah.
up?
So, man, I know you got a lot on your mind, man. So what do you want to do? You want to play what you said earlier, or you want to start something new? What you want to do?
I got so much on my mind. I guess let's start with the Kyrie thing first. Let's get that out the way first. Before we even let's get that out the way first. So, like, I seen you post a comment. I seen you retweet a tweet, and you spoke about the mandate, and you spoke about how Kyrie, like, just gotta follow the rules, basically, right? And if we now let's say said player was a Knicks player, and that said player wasn't vaccinated, like, how would we feel about that said player? Would we say he's selfish? You damn right we would.
Yeah, it was time for him to get out of here. We will be screaming for him to be traded. Simple as that, I don't care.
So, like, but the mandate is stupid though. At the same time, like,
Yeah, it's definitely stupid.
and
Yeah.
so now that we got that out of the way, because I wanted to get that out of the way, let's talk about the Knicks.
Well, before we do that though, like let's say RJ Barrett was one of those guys that didn't want to get vaccinated. What would your thoughts be on that?
I would feel very disrespected about RJ. I might want to. Honestly, I might want to trade him. I can't believe I'm saying that, because, like, there's some things in life, like, I don't agree with everything, right? But I'm looking at this from like a human standpoint. Like, there's some things in life, like you must do, like you signed up for, like, you work a certain place and you gotta abide by certain obligations, because some people got families to take care of. Other people don't got families to take care of. They probably live with their parents or something, but other people do. So at the same time, if you gotta take something in order for you to work at said place, then you gotta take it. I mean, if you got a family to feed or something like that, a lot of people who's from these, like, certain neighborhoods and all that, like, they not thinking about everybody else. They thinking about their family. So if they family gotta eat, like, of course somebody going to take the vaccine, or somebody could take the vaccine just because they don't want to be sick. But at the same time, you signed up for this professional sport, right? And of course, it's not, the vaccine mandate is not mandated in every place in America, but at the same time, it's mandated in New York. So if all the New York Knicks players had got vaccinated, like, I kind of would expect for a person of his stature to get vaccinated, because you want to be safe. You're working in a professional sport. You're around wild people every day, but at the same time, you respect his beliefs. If you don't want to get vaccinated, how are you forcing them then? So that's why it's like, yo, dog, like, it's really like both sides of the coin is really tough. So I would really feel some type of way if RJ Barrett really didn't get vaccinated and he couldn't play in home games. Like, how would you feel about it?
Well, I'm very cut and dry about a lot of things, man. Before I give you my answer, I want you to look at my face. Do you see anything different about my face today?
Shave something.
Yeah, look, I shaved my whole face, right? Do you think I did that because I think I look cute or something?
Nah.
What do you think the reason why I had to do that?
Probably work.
Yeah, work related. If I didn't cut my hair, then they would take me out and I won't be able to work. So I have to cut my face for a reason. There's like some kind of like some what do you call some tests, not testing, some what am I trying to say? Some like
Now you gotta test like a mask on your face and stuff, because we gotta do it for my job. So certain times, like, you literally gotta shave your whole face to, like, the gristle
Yeah.
So luckily for me, like I didn't have to like take off all my hair, but I literally had to shave off a lot of my hair. Like, but at the same time, it's like shit, I don't want to just I can't. Yo, this is real talk, dog. This is from the heart. I can't look at my father's face and tell my pops, yo, I lost my job. Why, son? Because I didn't want to shave my face.
Well, what if he was Muslim though? What if he was Muslim? That's religious belief. Like if you're Muslim, then you're not supposed to shave your face. Because I mean that's the issue with my job. Like a lot of people they want to do the position, but they're Muslim, so they're not allowed to shave, right? So my thing is right. Like well that's not the job's problem that you chose to have a certain religion. You know if you can't shave because of your religion, then just pick another assignment because you can't do that. Like the thing that I do, I have more than one say function at work, right? So I chose this function. So they started doing the mask thing because what I do requires you sometimes to have that mask, and that mask is probably going to save your life. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
like if you can't wear that mask, then you put yourself at risk. And not only do you put yourself at risk, you put everybody else that you work with at risk because if somebody passes out next to you, you can't go for help because you don't even have a mask on at all. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? So it comes down to that. So you have to make a decision whether or not it's my religious beliefs or whether or not I just don't want to shave. If you don't want to shave, then pick another spot. You know, to me, it's that simple. You know, with all the politics and everything, people going around the world, a lot of these people that are commenting, especially these sportscasters and a lot of the younger sportscasters I see, especially some of the females, or they're more they like to side with the players. But my thing is right, like a lot of these people around the country, they got townhouses, 3 or 4 cars, they got 2, 3 dogs. You know what I'm saying? They got 5 kids, and they work at Taco Bell for Christ's sake. You know, they mop floors at Taco Bell. You know, so they could just quit their job and get another job doing the same thing, and it won't change their lifestyle. In New York, it's not that simple. You need to have more than like literally, you need to have a couple streams of income, or either work a lot of overtime at your job just to freaking make ends meet here in New York. You know what I'm saying? So, I know for certain a lot of people at your job have lost their job because of their decision not to get vaccinated. But listen, it's their decision not to get vaccinated. They could protest and they could try to fight it because it is a good fight. Because I mean, I wish I could fight it, but I can't. I wish I could. I just can't do it. I don't have the means, which is embarrassing for my own self. That I don't have the means to sustain myself without this job. At the present time, and I could do it and do the fight, but it's not worth it to put myself through a hardship just because I don't want to get a vaccine. You know what I'm saying? So I made the decision, me and my wife, to get the vaccine because it's like, yo, it's too quick. We don't know we don't really know what to do yet. So fuck it, just to forget the headache. So I mean, a lot of people are doing that. So to see Kyrie with his face like, like this in the camera with his like political jacket that he's trying to make a statement and all this, and then Kyrie, what's his name, Durant says something too, about the mayor's playing games and stuff. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. There's so much shit going on in this country. And like for us to make it like Kyrie versus the mayor, like man, get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a disrespect to everybody that lives in the city, and for anybody that don't get that, I just don't get you. It's crazy to me.
so for me, two things. Uh, I had so I didn't need a vaccine mandate. For me, I had got the vaccine like way before like everybody else, before it was even like mandated anywhere else. And I personally had caught COVID mad early in 2020, um, in March 2020. So after like I had caught COVID, I was like, all right, the hell with it. Like I'm gonna just get the vaccine. But in the back of my mind, I always knew like they're gonna mandate this like soon. They're gonna mandate it, regardless of how I feel. But I didn't, and my little sister was pregnant at the time with my nephew. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna just get it, just to be safe on the safe side. I don't want to get her sick. And then something happened to my nephew, and then I'm gonna just blame myself. So
Yeah,
that was the reason for me to
people
do it.
be having cancer and stuff like that. I have a couple family members that have cancer, so they didn't want to be around if you weren't vaccinated. Same thing. People have babies. People, whatever. People have their own thought process or whatever they want to do things. So I mean, the reason why I want to go back to this argument because it's going to help later on with the other stuff that we got to start talking about. Because like it really comes down to like your beliefs and what you think, how you interpret certain things. Like I was getting mad at you about the what's the name, Masai Masai Ujiri, whatever his name is. I was getting on you about him because of what you interpreted what he said. You know, so but the thing is, a lot of people interpret what's happening differently. Everybody thinks of it differently. So I mean, you know, it's good to have the conversation, but it's another thing where you totally ignore the whole conversation just to say, oh, the mayor got something against Kyrie. Man, get the fuck out of here with that stupid shit. You know, because you just negated the whole pandemic just because you want to put the mayor against Kyrie. What about the 2 years where people died, thousands of people died over this shit, and you're gonna negate the whole thing just because the mayor got something against Kyrie, man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, that like crazy. I mean, but like just to you know, both sides of the coin, dog. Like you can respect it at the same time, because like if you don't want to get vaccinated, nobody ain't gotta force you to do that. Like nobody got to force you with a flu vaccine and all of that. But at the same time, like I know hit that like button, Marvin. I know guys is a touchy subject, but at the same time, it's like, yo, Diehard really asked a valid question. Like, yo, State, if RJ didn't get vaccinated, how would you feel about him? And no, these are questions you gotta ask. I would really feel some type of way about him right now, because you dad can't help. Imagine Randall out there, he killing himself on the court at home games, and RJ he in the garden with a nice coat on, and then Nick, no, that would not fly in the Nick uniform. So I like that question, dog. My fault, Marvin, man. We gonna get to the Knicks soon. The Knicks is trash right now. The Knicks is hot trash. The Knicks is trash. We can get to the Knicks. We can wait for them. Go ahead, dog. Talking about some goddamn Knicks. We can wait for them.
Well, just the whole thing, just to put it in summary, is that like it just disturbs me. It just disturbs me that whole thing, because it's bigger than just basketball. Players like to say that when it comes to them. When it comes to their circle, it's bigger than basketball. You guys like to say stuff, but in person, this and the other. Like, they want you to get that perspective, but don't negate the whole freaking pandemic just because you want Kyrie to play. And also too, the arguments gets clouded because people are not saying like we gotta force Kyrie to do something. No, we don't gotta force him to do nothing. Kyrie is not on my team, so I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
I don't care. But at the same time, it's like, the question you asked was perfectly framed, and even people in the chat, when somebody listens to this and they have headphones, they're gonna really be like, damn, that's a tough. Because if RJ really didn't get vaccinated and he couldn't play in home games, how would you feel about him now? 28-40 as your record,
right? And then as a Nets fan, what would the Nets fans say? Get a shot, get us. They would be saying that shit. The same thing to our guy. So it's you got to see both ways. But like I said, it's not about forcing him to take it, because he shouldn't have to take it. Because me personally, I wish I had the means like him. Like if I was making $40 million a year or 30 something million dollars a year like he's making, I would not be taking that shot. You know what I'm saying? If they told me that you had to get out the league, then I would take my $40 million and I would go out and I would start my own shit. That's what I would do personally. But these guys, to me, it's an opportunity for Kyrie. See, this is the thing. I don't want somebody in his team to see this and then all of us start doing it. But if this is the something that's going to catapult it, that'd be great. But I would like Kyrie to pull up to a hospital and be like, listen, when he was having those protests, they had protests at Chambers Street where they blocked all traffic over there coming off the Brooklyn Bridge because they were protesting this whole thing. It would have been nice if Kyrie was there. It would have been nice if he was there to show solidarity with the same people that have the same beliefs as him. It has nothing to do with basketball. It has to do with life. 2 years of this pandemic, man. And then also the fight is something that's going to lead into the future, because if they take one right from us, before you know it, it's going to take on for. Because I mean, this could get deep, I guess, man. But I guess we could just leave it like that, because I was just about to take it somewhere else just now. I put the brakes on it.
You gonna get there? I was gonna let you rock too, but
I'll just pump the brakes on that, man, because I was about to go a little bit.
It's touchy, just like you said. Like, it's a very touchy subject. So now that all of our players are vaccinated, let's talk about the Knicks.
Right.
The Knicks is disrespectful to my intelligence. I'm gonna tell you why. I done watched about 5 different Knicks teams this season.
Word up.
And
5 different teams. Word up, man. Different play styles. It's crazy. Go ahead.
The fact that I gotta really negate, for me to feel good right now, to talk to you with a positive space, I really have to negate the whole last season, dog. I have to negate it from my brain, and I have to just, we won 21 games in year 1, and now we had 28 games. All right, we on schedule. So we in year 2 of the rebuild. I have to negate last season, bro. I have to, because if I include last season, this season's on a failure.
But why stop at last season though? Because you can go to the season before, the season before, the season before.
Because in 2019, 2020, when you first got RJ and Randall, there was no expectations. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to avoid meaningless wins. So when I say a meaningless win, I mean I wanted to avoid winning games with Alfred Payton, Mo Harkless, Wayne Ellington, Reggie Bullock. Let Frank start. Let Knox start. Try to not win these same 21 games. You probably win 20. And you never know what can happen. Maybe you get a top 4 pick. Instead of picking Julius Randle's back up in the lottery and not picking 3 league guards.
Yeah, but
that's what happened. But I'm just telling you what happened. This is what we know. You cannot tell me you're in a rebuild and you're playing guys like that for them to leave next season. They have to stop. The Knicks cannot keep their head out of their own ass. So today, you see a closer close out the Knicks, and Tim's just doing the same shit over and over again. Over and over again, Diehard. I should never see Randall trying to go back and forth with Kevin Durant ever again, Tibbs. And that's not even on Randall, bro. I can't get on Randall for that. That's Tibbs. ISO. That's on him. Come on, bro. That shit is corny. You don't get tired of talking about Burks and Evan? I'd rather see the kids fail than watch any of these vets on the team. And Randall. I'd rather watch Randall and the kids fail than any one of these other. At least I could talk about something that's for the future. I can't deal with Taj Gibson minutes, bro. I can't do it, bro. It hurts my heart. Sims should be starting. Or Mitch should be starting. I should never see Taj, bro. The fact that they don't even coach up the young players to try new things pisses me off. They don't try to innovate nothing new. That's coaching. That ain't got nothing to do with the players. You can't, Diehard, you can't sit here and tell me Randall and Mitch can't run a pick and roll together, bro. I cannot hear that, bro. Randall's too good of a player to not run pick and roll with Mitch, bro. How do you not do that? You still have Randall shooting like... What is going on, bro? This season is such a failure, bro. No matter how none of you slice it, man.
Well, I'm gonna slice it because you mentioned like 4 different things in one thing, so you can't even comment on the first thing you said. Because the first thing you were saying, you was talking about last year with the draft and like the 4th seed and all that stuff. It could have been worse. We could have, instead of getting the drafted where we got drafted, we could have went even further. We could have even went further down. So what if that happened? Or because and we also could have went up. So I mean the draft is a crapshoot. You know what I'm saying? If we did tank, we could have still almost went to the same position that we ended up in. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a guaranteed fact that if we tank that we're gonna get the guy that everyone keeps saying that they want. Like right now, this year, if we was to quote unquote tank, right? Which I don't even know how we do that, but if we was to quote unquote tank right now, like we're not guaranteed to get Jaden Ivey. We might end up with the 6th seed again, and then now we fucked. We tanked the whole season. And then now we fuck it because we still don't get Jaden Ivey. Then what?
For me, I don't even try to put that energy in the air.
But I mean, what energy you put? That's the thing. What energy do you want to put in it?
So to answer that direct, what you just said, right?
Right.
When people say to me that the Knicks are tanking, we're gonna end up with the 8th pick or the 7th pick, I try to ignore that energy. I don't even try to put that in the air. I feel like the NBA gods they look upon teams and they be like, all right, you didn't try to do this one way, so we're gonna bless you. It should be no reason why Adam Silver doesn't give us a top 5 pick this summer. That's
but it shouldn't be that way. It's supposed to be lottery. It's not supposed to be Adam Silver gets or something. It's a lottery.
No, I understand it's a lottery, but we all know the lottery is a conspiracy. We all know the lottery is where they get team certain prospects. We know this. All I'm saying, all I'm saying is that we're not actively trying to lose games, bro. We're not. So I'm a superstitious person, and since we're not trying to actively lose games, Tibbs don't give a fuck about what I'm saying. He don't care about me saying play all the kids.
Well, how do we actively lose games though?
By Alec Burks at point guard and Evan Fournier starting. That's how you lose games, bro.
So then we're actively tanking. Then isn't that what you want?
Yeah, but it sucks because it shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't. Why should I be sitting here?
Well, listen, you're getting your way because what's the name? Deuce McBride played and he did nothing the other day. He got killed by John Morant. He didn't play good today either.
Can you put the box score from tonight's game on top of the screen, please, so we can have a real discussion about the minutes distribution? Mind you, people's in the chat. We're 12 games under 500. I still gotta watch Taj Gibson minutes. Yo, dog.
What difference does that make, though?
But
because you said you want to tank. Who else are we gonna play? Because Jericho Sims the only person that's healthy.
Yo, play Deuce McBride 30 minutes. How about that? Play Deuce McBride 35 minutes. Play quickly 35 minutes. Play Mitch 32 minutes. Play Sims 24 minutes. How about you play all them kids together for heavy minutes? How about you play the kids together for 12 minutes straight? Can I see that one time, please? Just 12 minutes, no vets, straight kids. Can I see that one time? Can I see some vision on the court? I don't need to see. Tibbs is so bad. The last play of the game, he ran a play for Evan Fournier, and the man tried to throw it to Mitch, who now it's two sides of the coin, Diehard. Either Mitch was bobbling passes tonight or earlier. Either he was bobbling or he was getting passes at his knees and feet, which I hated earlier from Quickly. I don't know what anybody else seen. The passes Mitch was getting today was so disgusting. At his legs, yo, Diehard. Yo, if I played with Quickly and I was a big bro, me and him would have fought in the locker room today. We'd have watched. Matter of fact, I'd have said, yo, bro, come sit with me and watch film. What type of pass is that, bro?
But isn't that what you want, though? So why are you complaining?
Yeah, but it's it's the Knicks, man.
You know what I'm saying? You're getting upset about it, but that's what you said you wanted.
Yeah, but I'd rather be frustrated with my kids playing. But you know why I'm ultimately frustrated? Because I'm talking about it. Because I've still got to see Evan Fournier and Alec Burks and the vets play minutes, bro. They should have played no minutes, bro. They should have. So I'm looking right here. I don't need Taj 1 minute, 43 seconds at all. I don't need Alec Burks for 35 minutes, bro. I don't need that.
I know, but look at what you see. Look at what you see. Taj Gibson only played 143. You know,
I don't need his minutes. I don't need his minutes caused the Knicks to lose a lead. I don't need Taj Gibson minutes. Play Ryan Archidinacci. I don't even know his name. Play him. Let me see. Play him. Let me see a new German or something. Evan Fournier, 33 minutes, dog.
Yeah, but he scored 25 points. What the hell? What the hell you want?
Yo, dog, we watched the same game today. Dog, please. I love you. Come on now.
I'm trying to get you to focus on what you're trying to say. Like what would you like them to do? Because you want them to lose, right? You want them to lose.
No. This is what he needs to do. You see how you got Alec Burks 35 minutes? How about you slice 20 minutes off of that?
I'm with it.
15 minutes. You see Miles McBride? He says 11 minutes. How about his is up to 33 minutes this game, right? Taj Gibson should be DMP coach's decision. Jericho Sims, 23 minutes.
That's about right.
Why is Evan Fournier playing 33 minutes? Evan Fournier, you could slice. What's that? Slice 18 minutes off Evan Fournier. I don't need him for 34 minutes. I don't need him for 30.
18 minutes to.
Slice off 18 minutes.
And give it to who?
Can I get 3 more to Mitch? Can I get about 10 more to Sims? Can I get about some more for Emmanuel quickly? It's minutes there for the kids, bro. Obi Toppin played 8. I didn't even mention
But then now you want to play a tight 8-man rotation. We have nobody.
I didn't even mention. But Obi played 8 minutes. He a lottery pick. I didn't even. Yo, dog. I sliced off minutes and did not mention Obi. What do that tell you?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
That tells me that this team is a lottery team.
Listen, Tom Thibodeau is notorious for playing guys way too many minutes. So I mean, the minutes distribution would probably help, but I think it would help the cause for winning. If Jericho Sims got more minutes, if let's say a game like today, quickly could have got 30 minutes today. A game like today's Jericho Sims probably could have got 30 minutes also. You know, McBride only 11 minutes. That's kind of crazy. And Obi Toppin could have got more minutes as well. But my thing is, if these guys played more minutes, we probably would have won the game.
Yo,
we wouldn't have lost. I think we would have won the game.
But you know what's you know what's so fucked up about what you just said? You're telling the truth. And you know what's even more messed up about what you just said? He could have did this in November, and we would not be having none of these discussions right now. Why is my lottery pick playing 8 minutes, bro? He's a +7. Stuff like that. No, +7. We watched the game. I liked Obi on the court today. I had no issues with him on the court today.
Yeah, but look at Mitchell Robinson. He got a -17. Like, I mean, sometimes that shit don't really make sense. RJ Barrett and Julius Randle -3, -2. You know, Fournier had a -16, but he got 25 and he played good today.
Y'all gonna ask you a dead serious question, bro.
Yeah.
About the game today. How many times you seen dudes pass it to Mitchell Robinson?
I mean, why would you want to pass it to Mitchell Robinson? What is he gonna do if I pass it to him?
Yo, that's crazy, man. I could say that about so many centers, man. Come on, bro.
We only talking about Mitchell Robinson though. Like, what if I pass it? Listen, let's say if Mitchell Robinson was standing and going like this, right? If I gave it to him, what am I expecting him to do?
Score the ball.
Has he ever done that in 4 years in the NBA?
They don't even pass him the damn ball to do it. I didn't see a lot of it today, bro. You don't even get a chance to do it, bro. He does not. Alec Burks is such a ball hog, and Quickly is a ball hog, but he a sophomore. He's 22, so Quickly.
That's not an excuse either, man. That's not an excuse either.
He'll get it. He's a sophomore. He has a chance to really change his game. He can grow into his game. He's 22 years old. Burks is a 10-year vet. So what he is right now, he's going to be that. Quickly can get better. So Quickly could work on it. So that's why I don't try to put Quickly and Burks in the same sentence. But come on, dog. The right basketball play, you pass it to the big, bro, when they have their man sealed off, or give him a good pass. Don't pass it to his knees. God damn, bro.
All right, but so where would you like Mitchell Robinson to get the pass? And then when he gets it, what do you think he's going to do with it?
Every time he got a mismatch, I would like Mitchell Robinson to get the pass under the rim.
What is a mismatch? But I'm trying to get you to tell me what. Like, because if you see a quote unquote mismatch, right? And Mitchell Robinson is there, what do you expect Mitchell Robinson to do?
Score. What I expect Steven Adams to do? I don't know. A lot of these centers don't got offensive games like that, bro. But they get the
No,
ball.
but a lot of these centers are not Mitchell Robinson, though. You're saying that if Mitchell Robinson and got his man sealed off, all right, give the ball to Mitchell Robinson. What do you expect him to do?
Bro, I'm expecting him to score the ball. But
how? He's never done that before. He's gotten the ball plenty of times in the post, and he doesn't know what to do with it. He'll turn around and try to dunk it, and they'll just either follow him or he'll pass it out.
I mean, hey, what you want me to say, man? I'm seeing passes getting thrown at his feet. I don't know what else you want him to do, bro.
I mean, has passes been thrown to his feet for 4 years?
Bro, you see his point guards for the past 4 years, and he's still shooting above 70% from the field.
Yeah, but we also want the offense to be ran through RJ Barrett too, and
RJ gives him the ball though. I never said that RJ was an issue with Mitch, but RJ and Mitch got chemistry, so I exclude him from that. It's the problem I have is our guards don't look for the big men. That is ridiculous. Even if Randall's under the rim, that's what be so crazy. They don't pass to nobody under the rim. This team cannot identify the mismatch.
Right.
That's bad. That's coaching.
Yeah, that's coaching. I'm leading you into that too, because I mean, like, to find the mismatches, the Knicks don't play a game where under Tom Thibodeau, we have yet to find the mismatch in 2 years. We just don't play that way. We don't play finding mismatches because it's been so many times where Julius Randle got a guard playing on him, and he's still trying to go between the legs on like somebody half his size.
Yo, who was on Randle one? Randle had Gordon Dragic on him one play. Y'all look, he took a step back mini. Diehard, I was about to punch. If his coach was Phil Jackson, one of them dudes, bro, they would have sat him next play, bro. You don't play ball like that, bro. That is
Tom Thibodeau's so bugged out though that remember the play where Obi Toppin caught they got a cross court pass for a three. He faked it and drove and it did a scoop layup. Freaking what's the name? Tom Thibodeau looked like he wanted to punch him in the face. Listen.
Why is he even in that corner? I know exactly. Come on.
Listen, I'm Tricky Nicky. Am I watching games? And what are you watching? Tricky Nicky. Tricky Nicky is an anarchist. He likes attention. So I'm just trying to figure out what are you seeing in the games? Because Mitchell Robinson. We're talking about Mitchell Robinson getting the ball. Mitchell Robinson doesn't get the ball in the post. Mitchell Robinson don't have a post game. So my thing is, like, if you're gonna pass Mitchell Robinson the ball into the post, to do what exactly? Because he's not gonna post up. He doesn't know how to post.
I'm gonna keep it 100. This Mitchell Robinson argument is probably one of my most favorite. No, it's not even an argument. This debate I have with you about Mitchell Robinson is probably my most favorite because we're just on opposite ends of it. But I'm
not, man. I mean, like, your imagination is like you saying that if I give the ball to Mitchell Robinson, he's going to score. No,
I'm
he's
expecting
not.
him to score.
I don't know that. Though, but he can't score. In 4 years, you can't say you don't know that the guy can score. He's been doing the same thing for 4 years. He cannot score. They were saying Whitney Houston was a crackhead for like a whole career. Everybody was like, nah, and then she freaking died. You know what I'm saying? She died from her addiction. It's like, yo, damn, she was a freaking coke addict the whole time. No, nobody wants to believe it until it's like too late. So my thing is, what I'm trying to get you to say at least is that the thing is, Mitchell Robinson is a lobster, right? That's you said space, and we was arguing about it the other day. You say RJ has good chemistry with Mitch, so why the fuck aren't we doing pick and roll with Mitch? RJ and Mitch pick and roll if it has chemistry. That's the only way that Mitch Robinson is going to score. So if you want to get Robinson the ball, then he has to get the pick and roll so he can do what he can do. Not give him the ball and say, hey, let's see if you could do something with it. That's crazy.
Yo, I'm gonna ask you a question, yo. When other teams play us and they have bigs who can't shoot from the outside, what do they do to us, Diehard?
What'd you say? Say it again.
Other teams play the Knicks and they have a big who cannot space the floor, a la Clint Capella, Drummond, and all those guys. What do they do to the Knicks, Diehard? What did the Nets do to the Knicks last game, Diehard? They pick and rolled us to death with Drummond. RJ Drummond! Yo, I couldn't believe that shit. Yo, I couldn't believe it, bro.
You can't like disrespect DeAndre Drummond.
But you cannot sit here and tell me Drummond got a post game, and then say Mitch can't do something under the rim. They gotta do something under the rim.
Yo,
they gotta do something.
If I give Drummond the ball underneath the basket, he's going to try to score.
But I mean, yes, but Drummond is like 26, 27. Mitch is still
That's an excuse, man. That's an
Give
excuse.
my man a point guard first, man. No, it's not. You gave Mitch quickly. I mean, you gave Mitch quickly, Moutier, Trey Burke. Stop doing that. You gave him Kemba. He don't pass the ball down. Don't do that. My man is shooting 76% from the field with no point guard, bro. We don't have no point guard for him, bro.
But he doesn't have a point guard. He shoots 70-something%. But if I tried to give him the ball so he can score on the inside and the post, he would not be shooting 70%. He would be shooting like 40% if I gave him the ball in the post. If I gave him the ball in the post and say, "Hey, go get me a basket," he'll shoot 40% from the field. Yo, Mitchell Robinson just stands there, waits to get the offensive rebound, or he waits to get an alley-oop. That's it.
Hey! I like this quote from Marvin when he said, "You guys are blaming the player for the coach's fault." No, we understood. Me and Diehard clearly understand. This is on Tibbs. We didn't discuss that already, right? But we have to bring up the point about Mitchell Robinson because, he has to get paid this summer. We're watching him in a contract season, so we have to talk about
turn that ESPN cricket off, man. The ESPN shit is crazy.
Oh, the ESPN.
Yeah, the ESPN ringtone. Like I heard it like 4 times already.
Oh, you did? My bad. I'm not even listening to ESPN. I'm so not in tune with my phone because the Knicks be pissing me off so much. It's like, it's this coach, bro. Like, this coach is so bad. And I always said, I would love to see my Knicks players under a different coach. I really do. Like, that's my one wish out of everything. Like, before we even trade anybody and everything, I want a new coach.
Well, you know, just to say what Marvin said, I'm trying to find where he said it at. We're arguing with each other over whether or not you can give Mitchell Robinson the ball inside. He's never got it. So the thing should be we should be running more pick and rolls with RJ and Mitch on the inside. That should be bread and butter plays. You know, if Mitchell Robinson shoots 70-something% on all these lob attempts and all this easy basket underneath the rim, then why aren't we running more offense for him if the guy shoots 70-something% from the field? Or for that type of action, we should be running more pick and roll, but we absolutely don't. And excuse me, for somebody like RJ and Mitch, right? And Julius Randle could shoot. Let Julius Randle chill in the corner and for a little while and let him get the 3-point shot. You know, because we know he can shoot it. Give him a break, yo. Let RJ and Julius run the pick and roll for a couple plays and let Julius Randle stand in the corner and rest his legs, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, hey, you know what? Yo, put on this Alton Lee comment right here where he said Tibbs see Mitch practice every day in practice. I don't want to hear about practice when it comes to Tibbs. That narrative died last season with Alfred Payton. So don't tell me about practice, bro. I'm good. Don't tell me about practice, bro.
Practice is important.
No, but it's people telling
important.
me
Practice.
No, practice is important, but don't tell me about practice when it comes to Tibbs. Fuck that. I don't want to hear that. Not from Tibbs, who sat. He let Alfred Payton play all last season, but then you bench Kemba this year? Really? I don't want to hear that, man. I don't want to hear none of that, man. Did you see DeAndre Ayton without Chris Paul? And we had Cameron Payne looking like a regular, but it's crazy how Cameron Payne can have 16 and 17 assists or 17 and 16 assists, and the Knicks guards is just straight trash, but Cameron Payne could have 16 assists in another season. Yo, Tibbs he really has to be fired, man. You got to be fired, man. Well, I'm sick of arguing with you about this fucking garbage, man.
But that's what I'm trying to say. Like we can't argue about stuff that's never going to happen. You know, we can argue about what's happening and how that can change, but we can't argue about stuff that never happened. Mitchell Robinson, you were talking about age and all this other stuff and potential. Potential didn't happen. What's going on right now? We have things that are going well for us right now that we should be doing. You know, but you know, it comes down to Tom Thibodeau because Tom Thibodeau's just not going to do that stuff. You know, so I mean, like a game like today, we could have won. Just like you said, if we play other guys more minutes, right? You know what I'm saying? If we played Obi a little bit more, if we played Deuce a little bit more, it would have gave the other guys a little bit more rest. And if we would have took advantage of the 70% free from the field from Mitchell Robinson and take advantage of the fact that Julius Randle can shoot a 3, take advantage of the fact that RG runs the offense and it works. Take advantage of the fact that we do have guards that can bring the ball up. let Julius Randle hang out in the paint. Let him get his own post position and receive the ball. Because if I give Julius Randle the ball, he's going to score on the inside. All he got to do is turn around. Nobody could guard him. But Thibodeau would rather have him get the rebound, run the full length of the court, set up his own post position, go between his legs a million times against somebody half his size, and then shoot a fadeaway jump shot and repeat. You know, that is the you know, that kills everything that we're saying.
It's about the front of the jersey. It's never about the back. But I like to talk about stuff about what I'm saying. So this is the reason why when Diehard says something to me and I disagree with it, I never really go at him for it because I can understand. You get what I'm saying? So when I say Randle played well today for 3 quarters, and in the 4th quarter he shit the bed, and somebody he was guarding had 50 plus, and he told me shut the fuck up earlier this season, gave me a thumbs down. How do you think I'm supposed to feel about that man? Like I would want to enjoy this season and have this man playing so well, but I can't even do that because of Tibbs.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like if Durant is just coming down, because the thing about Durant when he scores, people like that was annoying listening to the to those guys, the commentators.
They was.
Well, Doris Burke was there too, and that kind of pissed me off because I'm in love with her, you know. But the other dude, I mean, like it literally was like almost like a sausage party the way he was talking.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing is, like old school, everybody says, oh, it's modern basketball. No, basketball is basketball. If Durant is going crazy, just walking up the court and then just pulling up on people, he's not even doing any moves anymore. He's just coming down and pulling up over people, and then he's talking shit and stuff. Do you know how you stop that? You know how you stop that? You put You put Julius Randle down in the post, and you force Durant to guard him down there, and then you make Julius Randle you know, bust his ass, put him in foul trouble.
Yo, word 2. I would have RJ Randle pick and roll KD to death. Yo, I did it every play, bro. I did it until he stopped it, bro.
Yo, I mean,
Nick Claxton.
Yo, man, you don't want Taj Gibson to play, but today would have been a good day to put Taj Gibson out there with Julius Randle. If they want to switch to Julius, switch to Taj, whoever's in the post, we're gonna try to get Durant in the post on somebody and let them just put him in foul trouble.
Yo, Nick Claxton was dogging Mitch. I watched Jericho Sims come in the game. Elbow Drummond, man hard on his side. Drummond goes to the floor. They don't call foul. I'm like, oh, this kid physical. For me to watch Tibbs take this young man out to insert ties late in the game. Why? I really do. I think
What you want to know why though?
we really could have won this game, bro.
You want to know why?
This game, bro. This is. Go ahead.
You want to know why that he did that? Because the same thing like I'm arguing with you about talking about potential. Like you said, oh, but he's only 21. He's only this. The opposite is happening with Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau saying, well, he's my veteran. He has experience. That's the same thing. They're saying that, hey, yo, let's play this guy. He has potential. I'd rather play this guy because you know he might be able to do this. Taj Gibson said, listen, I mean, Tom Thibodeau saying, yo, Taj Gibson and these guys, they've done it before, so I want to put them in there. So it's not reading the game. It's only coaching and just calling the game off of imagination.
Where is the logic in that? 11 games under 500 after All-Star break.
Well, both scenarios, both thoughts, both frame of mind is what does that have to do with anything? Either with the tanking thing, with playing the kids and stuff, the way you're saying, and like doing certain things like that, or not necessarily that. I'm talking about the potential, like, oh, give Mitch the ball inside and see what I don't know what he can do. That's crazy. You know, Taj Gibson been in the league for all these years. Put him in there in the 4th quarter because I trust him. That's bullshit. Like you just said, Jericho Sims proved that he deserved to be in that 4th quarter. So watch the game. Tom Thibodeau, I'm talking about. Watch the game and call the game like you see it. Jericho is playing really good. Jericho deserved to be in that 4th quarter. There's no reason to have Taj in that game. You know, you're not reading the game. That's Tom Thibodeau's main fault there. You know, and that's every argument that me and you have, because you said, oh, but he's only 21, the potential, but he hasn't done it yet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know if he could do it yet, but yeah, you can't call him in the game and say do it if you've never done it before. It's exactly the same argument, but just flipped on two different sides of the coin.
I think if Tibbs played all 5 kids, I mean, in no Mitch, Jericho Sims, Obi Toppin, R.J. Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, and Deuce McBride that whole fourth quarter, I wholeheartedly believe we win that game.
Absolutely, I agree with that. I agree with you what you're saying that.
I wholeheartedly believe we win that game.
Because me and you are watching the game from a standpoint like, yo, I'm seeing what's working. I'm seeing what can happen. But Tibbs don't coach that way. Tibbs coaches off imagination and off of paper. He's coaching off of paper.
So when it comes to Mitchell Robinson, Jericho Sims, easy. They're the same type of player, right? You play the guy who's playing harder that night, more minutes. Simple as that. Simple as that. They're the same type of play. Simple as that, dog, right? I'm watching Mitch get dogged by Nick Claxton, but he's getting dogged because the Nets are constantly putting Mitchell Robinson in pick and rolls with KD. How the fuck is he gonna stop that? How you gonna put my boy in that? You got Randall on KD? Evan Fournier guarding KD. You don't put RJ Barrett on KD, bro.
Yeah.
You don't, but then again, it goes to Diehard. All of our young guys is hurt. I blame Tibbs on that too. Reddish hurt, Grimes is hurt. So who else we gonna play? So I gotta watch I gotta watch Evan Fournier on.
Yeah, he done killed Nerlens Will. Nerlens Will is dead, from what I know, man. Where is he? Is he behind you? Like, Nerlens Will can't even get on the court anymore because he done risked his whole career last year to save us last year. It was crazy, man.
Good old hospital bed for Nerlens Noel, man.
It's the truth, man. Tom Thibodeau's is not coaching according to what's happening in the game. People like us, we're talking about what happened in the game. Like, if you like the number one show for me is Nothing But Knicks. Not saying because those are my guys, but if you watch Nothing But Knicks, those guys are breaking down the game and they're talking about this, they're talking about that. But I mean, they're going way too far because Tom Thibodeau's not even on that plane. He's not even looking at the game that way. So having analysis of the Knicks that deep don't make no sense because Tom Thibodeau night in and night out is proving to you that he's not watching the game. He's only coaching according to the past or what he thinks might happen. You cannot coach a team like that. Here's the thing too I want to mention too. Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson had a nice block on KD, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck didn't Mitchell Robinson guard him on most of the game?
Woo! I was thinking that too. I was thinking you put Mitch on KD and you put Randall on the screener. Or you could put a little dude on the screener and try to, you get what I'm saying, get up under him. You get what I'm saying? So now you got the 7'1" guy, then you probably got Deuce coming off the screen. You have Deuce McBride try to blitz him off the screen and roll and then try to play him off that. Like, I felt like throwing straight up doubles at KD was ridiculous. KD's not Randall. KD's not going to turn the ball over like Randall. Like, that's a championship one option. That's a 2-time NBA champion. He knows what to do with double teams. Yo, I seen a play. Hold on real quick, dog. I seen a play. RJ was guarding KD on the right wing. So the double team came. So KD turns around, looks, sees the double team coming from the left, pulls up one dribble, pulls up right from the midi over RJ. Cash over the double team. I'm like, that's a championship one option.
Yeah, but look at how easy it is, though. You say he took one dribble. He ain't doing nothing. He's down there. He's practicing. It don't matter who's in front of him except Mitch. Because the one thing you keep saying that he could guard 1 through 5. If that's the case, then Mitchell Robinson should have been guarding Durant a lot this game. If that's taken away from the center spot, then play Sims more, play Taj more, and play Randall more around Mitch. Let's play big, and really attack and try to kill KD out there.
Yeah,
that's how you do it. You try to kill a motherfucker out there. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You don't put little guys on him and just let him let him play. Let him practice. He's practicing.
Shit, you want to play a vet? I put Taj on him real quick, man. Make Taj elbow him or something. Do something. Show me something.
Like if you're gonna like try to get KD in the post, right? They're gonna try to get it where we'll switch off. But let the switch off be Taj. Taj will be on the other side. Okay, so if you don't want to guard Julius, we got Taj on the other side. Now, hey, KD, you're being guarded by Taj. Hey, guess what? The ball's going to Taj. You know, you just keep attacking Durant. You don't just let Durant just walk down the court and then just keep shooting over people. That shit is crazy. That doesn't make no damn sense.
I like this comment by Mike Johnson, right?
Because I see a lot of comments,
that is 1000% correct. When KD scored 53 tonight, right? But his 53 was in a flow of an offense. It looked like design plays every play. It looked so effortless. Like Nash outcoached Tibbs tonight, man.
Everybody does, though. Everybody. The last time we played him was worse. I think Nash put on a clinic the last time. But I mean, this time that's all I keep saying. Like KD just comes down and just chilling, and then whenever he feel like one dribble pull up, if he don't even feel like dribbling, he just pulls up. Yeah, how easy is that to get 53 points? But Julius Randle got to risk his life for 82 games to get 26 points, man. He got to literally risk his life every night just to get the little bit of points to be getting. And then we get the nerve to be mad at him. And where he doesn't take not one easy shot all game.
Yo, that is so. Yo, I've never seen him take a clean, open mid-range jumper, bro.
Yo, like I'm saying, listen, man. Like the way I would coach the team, RJ, we running the offense through RJ. RJ's our number one. That's how I feel. But let me make it smaller. The RJ's the number. This is how I would coach the team. RJ's the number one, right? So you run offense through RJ. RJ needs picks, right? You have Mitchell Robinson. Take advantage of that lob threat, and then let RJ just keep sailing to the basket. If RJ don't got a shot, let the ball get swung around. Now you got Fournier and Randall for three. Save those guys. And then when they stop that, then start doing something else. Let Julius Randle get a like a mid-range post shot there so where he can drive inside, drop the shoulder, and just shoot over the guy. Easy all day, all day, man.
I got one for you. How about you play Deuce McBride and Jericho Sims together off the bench 25 minutes tonight? How about you start there? They play on the same G League team. What type of stupid idiot would not play them two guys together? And honestly, I want to give stats right now, but I don't even care about the stats right now because I know what I'm seeing with my eyes. Is how do you not play quickly Deuce, Sims, 25 minutes a night each together?
I don't get it.
Not with the stupid vets, with the whole Burks and Randall. That's it's like you're watching literally like 4 different Knicks teams every night.
It's a shame, and we're at the end of the season now, and we still might get the plan. So it's like we just wasting. We the way that we talk about the Knicks is like we're like the real Knicks, because the Knicks, they fight and claw all game. We lose, we all this other stuff, and then at the end of the day, we still might even get the plan. Like, what the fuck? And then even all the arguing, we still might get the 4th seed. So we still might get everything that we asking for. Even though all this fighting that we do all the time. But I'm gonna ask you this, right? Like how would you run this team? What would be your starting lineup? What would be your reserves? And then let's just do that. What's your starting lineup? Leave it like that. What's your starting lineup?
So my starting lineup instantly is with injuries included, all these injuries included, right? Just the current roster that we have right now.
Yeah, just keep it for the roster we have now.
So my starting lineup is Deuce McBride, Quickly, RJ, Randall, Mitch. Right? So off my bench.
No, just starters. What was that again? You said
my starters? Right. My starters right now. Damn, I can't. Matter of fact, I can't do that. So my starting 5 will be Quickly, Evan Fournier, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. My bench would be Deuce McBride.
Wait, let me give you mine, and then before you start going to reserves. All right, so you said IQ, Evan, RJ, Julius, and who's the other one?
and Mitchell Robinson. It depends on where we're at in the season. Like if it was game 10, I know who my lineup going to be. But as of right now, like I would insert quickly as the star point guard. Regardless, I know his playmaking trash, but I would definitely insert him in my star point guard. Get him some reps out there.
Well, me, the only difference for me is that instead of IQ, I would have Deuce out there.
Okay.
That would be my starting lineup.
Okay. So you start Deuce.
Deuce,
I would start
Evan, RJ, Mitch, and Randall. That would be my starting five.
Or if you want to get dangerous, I'll just start quickly and Deuce McBride because we're not making the playoffs anyway. So if you really want to get dangerous, I'm starting Deuce quickly.
No, that's it? Do you want to get dangerous?
I want to get dangerous because we're not making the play. I believe we're not making the play. I prefer to get dangerous. You want to laugh? You know who my first point guard to be off the bench? Scroll down the roster. Scroll down the roster so I can make you laugh.
Hey, nobody's supposed to be on this floor.
Man, yo, stop me, dog. Yeah, I'm doing it. Yo, what? Nah, you good, bro. Well, scroll down even more, bro. Scroll down even more.
He's not even on this one. I can't use the NBA one because for some reason
Ryan Arcidiacono or something like that. That'd be my point guard, my first point guard coming off the bench, yo. With all due respect, because we ain't winning nothing. We tanking. Yo, you're ready, Brody. Yo, you have a blessed weekend, brother.
All right, listen. You just changed this. You had a starting lineup. Now you change your starting lineup. So now you got to.
Monday.
You got to say your whole starting lineup.
Uh-huh.
5 guys. You said IQ. You said what you want. IQ and Deuce, right?
Yeah, quickly Deuce, RJ, Randall, Mitch.
And Deuce, RJ, and Mitch, right?
Yep.
And then Randall.
Yep.
I'm trying to keep it like that because I mean, I'm trying to get to like how are we gonna win with these lineups, man. So I'm sticking with it. Randall, Deuce, Evan, RJ, and Mitch. You got IQ, Deuce, RJ, Mitch, and Randall. Yep. Okay, so now you said the first guy you have come off the bench is first guard would be the Ryan dude.
I have the Ryan dude and Sims come off the bench. That's my first two off the bench. And no, him. Sims and Obi Toppin. Those are my first three off the bench.
Okay. Now I agree. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. That would be my bench. But also you got to put Burks will have to come off the bench too, right? That's your guy. That's the next guy coming off, right?
Who else I got on the roster, man? I'm not. I gotta see what them young boys. Do I have any other young boy? Oh,
you only going for who's healthy.
All right. Damn. So I would choose between Burks and Evan Fournier. So what do I need? I don't need somebody on ball. So obviously I'm pushing Burks and Evan Fournier off ball. So I would prefer Evan Fournier to come off the bench. But if you want to run small, Evan Fournier and Burks could come off the bench. Maybe
well, they are coming off the bench on your team because you got IQ, Deuce, RJ, Mitch, and Randall. So I mean, who's coming off the bench? You said Ryan, Sims, and Obi, right? So are you playing? What's your rotation? You playing a 4, 9, 10 man rotation? What are you doing?
Interesting. I'm playing a 9-man rotation.
Okay, so
either Burks or Evan Fournier is the odd man out.
You got to choose one.
Ooh. Evan. I want the shooting.
All right, so you want Burks out of here?
Yeah.
All right, so Burks is not playing on your squad.
Nah.
So that's fine. I'm just trying to get because I mean this is what teams have to do in order to decide how they're going to play. They have to make a decision on who's going to play. Not everybody's going to play. You have to make a clear decision on who's going to play. Right now, injuries is dictating what we're saying right now. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to build a team, if you're gonna try to say how we want to play, I want guys to play a certain way. Then you have to literally map out your team this way. Yeah, and then after you map them out, then you can figure out how you're going to utilize them.
You know what else I would do too? This might sound crazy, but I know Nick Nurse would try this. Like, this about to sound crazy though. I would try Obi Toppin at center and small forward. I'm throwing everything at the wall. Diehard. I'm trying everything, bro. They try quickly at point guard. I'm trying at the RJ at point. I'm doing all types of lineups, bro. Because at this point, it's like You want to see what certain guys got, right? You know, Obi. It's like the thing that kills me the most about Obi Toppin, honestly, is the rebounding. I think that's what kills me the most. But he don't play enough minutes to get all the rebounds. So that's what kills me. Yo, this is ridiculous, bro. Obi Toppin only getting 8 minutes, bro.
Well, on your squad, how much would he get?
If Obi was on my team, last year we had 20 minutes a game. This year he'd have been at 25 minutes a game. And this year fans would have never been saying, "Oh, we don't know if Obi could play small ball 5. Oh, we don't know if Obi could play small forward. Oh, we don't know if Obi could be a starting power forward." Those questions would have been answered a month ago. Those would have been answered a month ago.
Right. So your starting lineup though, you got IQ, Deuce, RJ, Mitch, and Randall, right? So how would you play that group? What would be the motions going on with that group?
So with this group, you trying to pick and roll with RJ and Randall, right? You trying to exploit KD. He's coming off an injury. You trying to exploit him every time. But also you trying to get Mitch involved, right? But you trying to get quickly spotted up on the 3-point line. Because if one of those other boys help out, now you got 2 options. Now you got to either guard Randall, rolling to the rim, right? Mitch probably be in the dunker spot. Quickly going to be at the 3 somewhere. So now you got about 4 or 5 options. But what I'm saying with this team is we rather just throw it in the pinch post and have a guy turn around who's a championship 3 or 4th option, see over a set defense with nobody cutting to the rim.
Yeah, but we know that, man. I'm trying to get your team. I'm trying to get you to tell me about your team.
My bad.
How are you going to get your team to play? Because I want to get to
flashbacks, bro. Nah, just a bunch of pick and roll with RJ and Randall. You have Mitch attack the paint. It should be no reason why Mitchell Robinson, doesn't have like 15 and 13 this game. Just pick and roll them to death, man. The Nets is not a good defensive team. I don't understand why we're trying to slow the game down with Kevin Durant. Like we literally lose to the Nets the same way over and over, bro. Literally, like I remember RJ rookie year when Kyrie hit that step back over RJ. I remember these games. I remember the way we lose to the Nets every time. Like, and it's the same way every time, bro.
Right. So the way that you run the team, you would have basically RJ running pick and roll. We would just be a pick and roll team with RJ leading the way.
Yes, but also you would have to. I would feature now in tonight's game. I would have featured a heavy dose of Randall and Mitch 4 and 5 pick and roll. Heavy dose. No reason why. We know Andre Drummond is not a rim protector. No reason why Andre Drummond should be going like that this game. You got to go at that dude. These dudes,
and he don't guard the pick and roll well,
huh?
And he don't guard the pick and roll well.
He don't, and he's not a rim protector. So how are you not exploiting that? How are you not exploiting Kevin Durant and like? And I would run these dudes out the gym. I would play a fast pace. I wouldn't have Randall try to dribble in front of KD. This 7 foot 6 wingspan dude. That's stupid. I shouldn't see that. I shouldn't have to see Alec Burks bringing up the ball, right? Now I got Quickly. Now I got Deuce McBride. Now those two bringing up the ball. And the thing about Quickly and Deuce McBride is Deuce is a hell of a defender. Patrick Beverly vibes. Winning type of players. Players who help with culture. Players who infectious energy. I love those type of players. Quickly, Deuce McBride can have 0 points and affect the game. He don't need the ball to affect the game. I love those type of players, dog. I would run some pick and rolls with Deuce. Deuce seemed like a point guard. He seemed like he makes great decisions. The dude averaged MVP numbers in G League. I would let Deuce run some offense. Let RJ spot up. Let Randall pick his spots.
Well, with your team, your starting lineup, I would have IQ and Deuce running up the court every single time. Every time we get the ball, there's straight running. We're gonna run every single time we get the ball with IQ and Deuce. Whoever grabs it first, that also would be the key. They need to get the ball to bring it up every single time. Every once in a while, we'll give it to RJ to let him bring it up. Randall does not bring the ball up at all. Only sometimes. Same thing like RJ, but Randall even less. But my objective would be to get the ball down the court as fast as possible and try to take advantage of fast break points because we don't do that. But we have the personnel. If you started like you say you want to start IQ and Deuce, if we did that, then that would get immediately increase the fast break points. Like how simple is that? You push the ball with those two guys, and then you try to get RJ, Mitch, and Randall easy baskets. And then if it doesn't work, then you keep running that Randall pick and roll to death until they stop it.
Then you see a lineup tonight. You see Obi, Randall as your 4 and 5. Tibbs, are you dumb? You didn't want to try that in November 1st, you clown.
Yeah, but he is dumb. I'm trying to say that we're smart. We're smart. Your lineup makes more sense than anything Tim has done all year.
So tell me if I'm wrong here. When Randall play with all kids on the court, does he not speed up his own game? Yes or no? Does he not try to like actively give them boys open 3-point shots? Or am I bugging? Is it just me?
You're not bugging because I want to credit Deuce McBride for waking up Randall. As soon as we started playing Deuce, Randall all of a sudden woke up. Just because of the vibe on the court just completely changed. And then if Randall is happy, the rest of the team is happy.
Yo, that's a fact. I ain't gonna lie. His energy is so when his body language is off, the whole team is off. And it's not because of it's because we all recognize he's our team's best player. Right? The locker room knows it probably, right? We know it as fans, but RJ is coming. RJ might not be there. But when your team best player is sulking like that, and that means I show him respect when I'm calling him my team's best player. I troll like RJ might be our team's best player, but come on, man, let's be realistic. Like Randall's the team's best player. When he's sulking like that.
So I mean, what do you think about D Grant's comment here? He said that Deuce is not ready. If he fails, it could break his confidence.
Yo, I don't care. I don't care about comments like that. You know why? I done seen Alec Burks fail for about a year now. I don't care about that.
Listen, my thing with that is that I did not choose to be. So listen, I'm not good enough to be an NBA basketball player. I'm also not over 6 feet. I'm only 5'11". I didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? I chose to smoke weed and I chose to chase women when at the time when I should have been playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? But I never got to 6'1". I never got to 6'3", 6'4", 6'7", all that. I never got into the 6 feet. So my hoop dreams is done. Deuce McBride is a good basketball player. He already went through college. He went through he went through high school, the star in high school. He went through this being a star in college. All right, now you're in the NBA. So do you want to play or what? Right?
I didn't see. It's like where's Tibbs coaching at? Like you talking about Deuce not ready. I watched the game where Alec Burks literally had 17 minutes, 0 points. I watched the game where literally Alec Burks and Evan Fournier had 0 points together combined, making $100 million, and it's late in the third quarter. So don't tell me about Deuce not being ready. These vets ain't ready. They're not good, bro.
But listen, a lot of people could say like I said, Deuce McBride hasn't actually been playing good. He's been playing good defense, but he's been getting blanked on just his numbers and stuff. But here's the thing: Tom Thibodeau might feel that he's not ready. So that's the other side of the argument. You know what I'm saying? Tom Thibodeau might say, listen, Deuce is not ready or whatever. That's why he's not playing. That's the other side.
I gotta ask you a question. Do you really give a shit 12 games after 500 if he's ready or not?
Well, I don't give a shit. Game 1. Like, listen, you got drafted by the Knicks, right? You want, hey, he's such a great player. Wow, so happy we got Deuce. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, you on the roster. You know what I'm saying? We need you to play. Get your ass out there and play, fam. This is your life.
But you know what I love about Deuce? Me and you haven't questioned his motor at all. Every time we bring him up. I love Deuce. I want him to play. You say he didn't put up, he hasn't been playing well offensively. Diehard. How the fuck can he play offensively well? 17. Doug. Come on, Doug. Come on, Doug. I've been subjected to torture all year, bro. It's straight torture this year, bro. Yo, bro,
You notice I got the hat, right? World Peace. I didn't say that yet, but I'm wearing World Peace hat because I come in peace. I'm not I know we're gonna be talking a lot, we arguing and stuff, but we're having a spirited basketball discussion. So I come in peace. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I'm gonna throw at you, right? Like this dude Frank Ntilikina, right? Everybody kept saying, yeah, man, but you're so stupid, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because Frank Ntilikina affects the game and it doesn't show up on the box score. You know what I'm saying? People used to say that, and that was complete bullshit. Okay.
I used to say that. Now here's where another thing that we disagree with. I used to say that. I used to see it. He used to affect games without, scoring the basketball. But Diehard, that goes to show you how terrible the overall talent on the Knicks was when I had to say some bullshit like that and I'm subjected to watch Wayne Ellington for a whole year. You see how that goes? Or Emmanuel Mudiay.
Well, listen, those guys aren't the reason why Frank sucks. Because Frank is on Dallas. What's the reason why that he's not playing over there?
Oh,
because he sucks.
Come on, man. Come on. I've been subjected to Alec Burks all year. You got to talk about Frank, bro.
Well, the reason why I'm talking about Frank because the opposite with Deuce McBride is the same situation, but Deuce McBride is affecting the game without affecting the box score. He literally is affecting the game without affecting the box score.
Nah, Deuce is way better than Frank. It's not even comparable. And Deuce reminds me of Patrick Beverly, and he affects the game. When you see him, it's not about the talent around him. You get what I'm saying? So when Frank was affecting the game, it was around Mudiay, Noah Vonleh, and those guys. Deuce is playing with he's playing with talent around him. Like, we don't have enough talent, obviously, because I continue to say the Knicks need the tank, but we got some talent around us, so you can see him really impacting the game. Like, I love basketball players like that, bro. That's just me personally. Like, I love the dirty work players, bro. I love the Laker Derek Fisher, bro. Like, I love Eric Snow, bro. Look, Candyman. Yeah, he said Candyman. Rick Fox. I love the Bruce Bowen. I love the dirty work players, bro. Every championship team, bro. Shane Battier. I can continue going, dog. Chris Childs, Spree. I can continue going. Starks, dirty work, but I love them players, bro. Fuck Oakley. I was gonna say Oakley, but screw him.
Yeah, I think we're close because we do have guys. Based on Tom Thibodeau, the way he's running the team and stuff, the guys never stop playing hard. So I think our guys are close, but we're still missing key components. But we just have to keep trying to get those players. But I'm kind of picking on D Grant today because D Grant is actually holding a good conversation in the chat here. So I got to acknowledge what he's saying. So he the first line is it took LBJ. Now I guess that's LeBron James, right? It took LeBron James his first 3 years before he won a playoff game. I mean, but how do you compare that to Deuce McBride though? How do you compare that situation to what's going on with anybody on this roster?
Yeah, that's why I love Knicks fans, man. You know why I love Knicks fans? Because they say stuff like that. And I've been watching LeBron James since I was in the 8th grade. I'm 32. I watched him when he was drafted on the big black TV, bro, with the red letters with the cable box, bro. You had illegal cable, bro. People say Quentin Grimes is Klay Thompson. Come on, man. That's why I love Knicks fans, bro. I love Knicks fans because we always say out the way. I can't even be mad at D Grant for saying that. I can't even be mad.
Well, you just said something interesting to me too. You said you've been watching LeBron James since you was in the 8th grade. So you was like 12, right? About 12 going on 13, right? Yeah, okay, say 13, right? But you're 32 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is a long damn time.
Yeah.
That's how long it's been since the Knicks won, right?
In my lifetime watching Knicks, I've been a Knicks fan for 21 years. I've been diehard Knicks fan for a decade now. I say we only had four winning seasons in 21 years, and I literally remember like asking my cousin in my mom's crib, why is Stephon Marbury sitting on the bench in 2004, bro? I literally remember asking that, bro, because I literally went to go see him play in the Rucker. Like, I went to go see him play in Brooklyn. Like, I knew who Steph was. So I'm asking, and it's like...
You know why? Want me to give you the answer?
Oh my
because
God.
because
Don't
back
say
in
that.
what year was that? You said what year was that?
Oh, 4.
Okay, so back in 2004, there was a guy by the name of State. You know, he was 12 years old, and he was saying, yeah, he was saying, no, excuse me, there was a variant, I should say, there was a variant of State back in 2000, in 2004, right here. There you go. He was in 2004,
And
and he was
before
saying,
that,
and he was
before
saying,
that,
why the fuck are we playing the kids? Why are we playing Stephon Marbury? Why don't we bench him and play the kids?
you know how bad I wanted the Knicks to tank in 03? Yo, I mean,
The,
yo,
the
what?
whole world, because it was mellow. It was the
What?
whole shebang. Everybody was there.
Yo, I was watching Melo that year. Yo, dog. Yo, I'm like, what? Yo, dog. Yo, I'm watching Syracuse on the fat TV, bro. You don't got no HTV. Y'all youngins don't. Y'all got HD TV right now. I remember the old TVs, yo. Melo. Shit, they don't make them like that no more, bro.
Yo, bro, yeah, I think I'm gonna pass out because I'm trying to figure out now. I can't remember who the Knicks drafted that year. Okay, now I remember. I'll just put it on the screen. This is the LeBron James draft, bro. Okay, so I'm quite sure everybody that's in the chat already know who he drafted, but I don't know if you remember. Do you remember? I'm gonna put it on the screen. Okay.
I don't, because they had a lot of meaningless wins that year. Something I was afraid of being a Knicks fan when I was younger, and I'm afraid of it still to this day.
I just want you to look at this. I'm just gonna pull it up.
Wow!
Do you see who he drafted?
Mike Sweetney! How many games did we win that year, brother? Can you put the Knicks record that year, brother?
Yo,
The
I'm
Knicks,
afraid. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to put that up.
the Knicks win meaning. This is an example of winning meaningless games. You see a draft where it's Braun, Melo, Wade,
I need to.
Bosh, and you don't tank hard.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, the
I'm
Knicks.
gonna have I think I'm gonna have a heart attack.
Yo, we won 28 games, bro. They didn't win 28 games, bro, on LeBron draft, bro. You don't win 20. You better win 10 games, bro. No. Yo, the Knicks they've been duking us for years, man. They need to stop this nonsense, man. This is what I'm talking about, dog, when it comes to like having these meaningless wins, man. Meaningless. Yo, the Knicks won 37 games in the Carmelo and LeBron James draft. You tell me how you feel about that. Y'all like the meaningless wins? I don't. Why? Why are you winning 37 games? Why? Can you explain to me, dog? I couldn't explain it. I was watching Melo on the black TV, and I knew he was nice. I knew Braun was nice.
I'm afraid to look at the roster. Oh my god, look at this roster. We won 37 games with this team. What the hell were we thinking? Shannon Anderson was on the team. Michael Doliak, Howard Isley, Othello Harrington, Houston, Travis Knight, Lee Nalon, LeVar Postel, Kurt Thomas, Charlie Ward, the Charles Speed was there, the Cranston, Frank. We had the personnel to tank there, and we absolutely should have, because after that year, I think we got rid of everybody at that point. Sprewell left, and Houston got hurt and never played really after that. So why the hell didn't we tank then? That was the perfect time to tank.
Because they love chasing meaningless wins. This is why fans of today, this is why I be getting on a lot of fans, bro. This is why I be like I don't root for losses, right? Like I don't root for my team to like lose on purpose. But at the same time, it's like when I got a roster and I gotta watch Evan Fournier and Alec Burks in a league where Giannis is the best player in the Eastern Conference, who's the same age as Julius Randle, it gives me a cause to pause. We're looking at 2003. You win 37 games in a LeBron and Carmelo Anthony draft. What am I supposed to take with that? Do you want to remind people, Diehard, of how many first-round picks the Knicks had after we drafted Porzingis?
Well, I'm still in shock by this, man. Freaking Sprewell was 32. He was getting 38 minutes a game. Houston 30. It was also 31. He was getting 37 minutes a game. Kurt Thomas was our starting center, 31 minutes a game. And look, Howard Isley or Clarence Witherspoon, we really was trying to win with that group. That's absolutely insane. Right, so I mean, listen. Imagine if we actively tanked that year. Because I mean, I'm gonna just fast forward. I just want to see what the next year looks like.
No. But show the roster of who we would have played though, right? You get what I'm saying? Like the roster and the ages. I want to see the roster and the ages
Of what that 03 team?
Yeah. Look at that. What is that?
Well, this is the year after we drafted Sweetney. Look at all the players that we traded for that year.
Yo, I am gutting that.
What were we trying to do?
Woo. I would have gutted that roster like a fish. I don't even know what the Knicks was trying to do. Yo, and what's crazy is when we had got McDice, I remember watching him in preseason the same game where he blew out his knee, bro.
Yeah, but what was the Knicks thinking? What was the Knicks thinking? The greatest draft, that we've seen in a lifetime, right? They decided to win games with Othello Harrington and those bums. That is incredible. That is incredible. But I mean, we kind of got off topic going back into the past. But at the same time, what's happening now is not the same thing that's happening then. Because the problem is that if we played the young like back then, if we played the kids back then, we would have lost every game because we're not winning nothing with Travis Knight starting at center. With Michael Doliak and all this other shit. We're not winning those games if we would have played them. So I mean, that is so crazy, man.
Yo, it's called hindsight. It's called understanding the landscape. It's called understanding that the 2021 draft, you have 2 first-round picks, and you see a draft where every single pick from 1 through 8 can start on the Knicks and is a position of need, but you rather make the almighty 4th seed. Yo, that shit could really haunt you. And I told you, dog, that's not going. I need another 2 years to get over that because that hurts. You hear about the 2003 stuff, man. Yeah, we need talent.
But yo, I freaking blinked that out of my head because in 2003, 2003, that was the year my son was born. So that was 18. That was 18 years ago. 23. So not 18. It was 19 years ago. So I at the time I was 23. I was 23 when the draft happened. So I remember being highly upset and pissed off during that time. It was I was younger, so it was a different energy.
So you was 23.
Yeah. But and the point I was trying to make, but we just got caught up in the thing because it was amazing just to see how crazy that was, that the powder pass was. But yo, do you see how quickly you could go from 23 to 42, just like that?
Yeah.
Talking about play the kids, this, that, and the other. Before you know it, you're gonna be 42 years old.
That's a fact. With a whole family, Lord willing, God bless. But yo, man, that's why I be getting mad at. This is why sometimes I kind of be getting mad at younger Knicks fans when they be trying to like tell me, oh, like this player is trash, or oh, like the Knicks shouldn't do this, or oh, like the Knicks shouldn't do that. Like, leave me alone, bro. Like, you have your opinion, bro. Like, I have mine, bro. Like, when Melo became a Knick, bro, you was still at elementary school, bro. Like, you still drinking titty mint, bro. I was outside, bro. I was really watching the Knicks, bro, in the projects, bro. So I don't need somebody else who don't know me from a hole in the fucking wall, who I don't see damn near more. I probably see you more than my own friends sometimes when I'm recording a podcast. So how the fuck you gonna tell me how I feel? That's
as an older Knicks fan, I got 10 years on you, right? So yeah. like I said, when that happened, when the LeBron James draft happened, I was 23, literally 23. You know what I'm saying? So and then by the time Melo got here, how many years later was that? I forgot what year did Melo come here?
Melo came in when he was like 27 and dead smack in his prime too. He was like 26, 27.
So was that like 9 years later? Something like that?
I think like 7 years later.
7 years later. Okay, so say 7 years later. So what's 7 plus 23? I was 30 years old. I was your age. I was like your age when Melo got here. You get what I'm saying? So you see how much life can happen. You know how much things can happen in your life. How much Knicks stuff happened in my life that I can go off of. So when stuff happen, I don't have the same reaction as you do. That's what I'm trying to pull out. I don't have the same reaction that you have. And like a kid that's coming up now, this is like they're really their first like time where the Knicks almost winning. Where this is the first time ever seeing a high draft pick doing well for the Knicks because you're like 20. You know, you're 23. This is your first. This is really like your first or second go around, depending on when you became a fan. Like I've been a fan like all my life. So in high school, it really was like we was like literally fighting over Michael Jordan and Ewing when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? We literally was like outside, yo, I'll fuck you up. Michael Jordan is trash, you know? You imagine that, yo, but fuck Michael Jordan. I'll fuck you up. You know, that was the conversation. But I mean, that was when I was 16. But then 23 was a different scenario. You know, I wanted to like, you know, I wanted to do something at 23 that I wouldn't do at 32 and that I wouldn't do at 40 something. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole life right there. You know, so that I think that's what's missing in the conversation too, because everyone's quick to clown each other, but nobody wants to see the perspective on and where people have gone, have come from. What have they watched in their life? You know?
Yeah, that's good, man. Make fans be. I mean, everybody's entitled to. Oh my lord, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Well, I mean, like. That's why I be trying to curse and tell them younger Knicks fans like, yo, y'all need to relax. Like, stop talking me crazy, man. Especially
they go, Tricky Nicky, how old are you? Tricky Nicky, I want to know how old you are, right? He said, see, I like you, Ero. Now I now respect you to the highest degree. Listen, Tricky Nicky, fuck you, okay? You know what I'm saying? You want to know why? Because you're only one person on the internet, so who cares? You know, like because okay, now I respect you. Okay, should I feel good about that? Who cares? You know, there's like thousands of people that come through this channel all the time and see me say stuff. So now that you say it, you know, like, am I validated? Now, you know, I'm just saying that. 42. So I mean, you're the same age. You know, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, right? But I got a coworker. Shout out to to Job from the Lord for guys who used to listen to the audio podcast. You know, I had a guy. He was supposed to be my co-host. He only did like 7 episodes. We're up to like 200 something episodes now. So shout out to Job from the Lord if he's watching. But
yeah.
Yeah, Ja was saying that yo, I got my boy that lives in Chicago. He's gonna let me know how the podcast is, and then he'll like my thing is like I'm trying to be nice, but like yo, who cares about your homeboy in Chicago? He's not 1,000 people. He's only one person. So if he say yo your podcast is trash, yeah, but what about the other 1,000 people that come through the channel all the time? You know, so there's so many different people that watch, and they all coming from a different point of life, and they all have a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
How you even know about the podcast? You probably had to hear it before. Like, fuck out of here. Like, that's what be getting me tight.
Yeah.
Like, just relax. Like, just show love. Like, that's why I be getting mad about people on Twitter, because I'm tired of y'all losing my lingo and stuff. I'm dead tired of it, bro. And I had to call out a dude yesterday for it. Stop trying to use my lingo and at least at me for my fucking work, bro. Like, don't show me love, bro. Word. Like, I show everybody love. I share everybody's stuff. I curse you out and share your shit the same day. So show me the respect that I show y'all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's word up, man. Because I mean, they quick to tag you and say, "Oh, look what you said back in 2019 and shit. You stupid motherfucker." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you're gonna waste all that energy to like try to make a point about something that happened 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But you can't like when you go live on a podcast, you can't share the podcast. You know, at least if when you put, hey, I got some merch. You can at least reshare it. You know, you'll make a post with merch and it has one, maybe 2 reshares. One of them is you, and one of them is me. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, the other post has like 100, 500 likes and 75 retweets and shit. You know, just because they're trying to make you look stupid. You know, but if you're gonna go through all that trouble because you love me, obviously. So why can't you just show love with the same regard? I don't get it, man.
You know how I go, man. I want to say what I really want to say. I'm gonna keep that opinion to myself. I ain't gonna go there tonight.
I say whatever, man. You know, I say whatever. People
I ain't gonna go that way. You know what I want to say, but I'm not gonna go that route tonight. What I'm gonna say is over the Knicks' last 12 games, they are 3-0 when Deuce McBride plays 15 or more minutes, and 0-9 when Deuce McBride plays less than 15 minutes. I'm gonna go that route before I get
Segue back to the Knicks, back to the current Knicks. That's true. And like the culprit is Tom Thibodeau.
It is, everything we fucking argue about. Well, not even argue, like everything that we debate about is about Tom Thibodeau. I'm just so glad that we not really agreeing on this on certain topics, but we agree on Thibodeau is because I'm hoping management does the same thing. Like I'm hoping they give a goddamn about what's going on the court. But the low key thing that I'm looking at is that I think that's positive is James Dolan is not messing. He's not meddling. And Leon Rose is allowing Tibbs to, he's allowing the coach. I think they are telling him that, I think they dictated to him to play Sims and McBride and the younger guys. But for the most part, they letting them live. So I could appreciate it. And also if Tibbs keep losing, he's going to get fired. So at the end of the day, people is going to blame Tibbs for this season. They're not going to look at Leon Rose first. But because Leon Rose really need the person who need to be put in the fire. He signed all those contracts. So I don't want to get on him yet, though. Yeah, when you mature, you see. Yeah, this is why me and E be disagreeing, because he'll see it in one way. I'll be like, man, like I hear it, but
You'll say all the arguments that we have. I'm trying to make you see that we agree, but like you had this thing where you want to talk about what this guy might do and this and that. You start going over here, and I'm like, wait. What about the first thing you said? Let's clear that up, and then you start going again. I go, wait, come back. I'm trying to get it that me and you actually, because this whole thing where I wrote down all the rosters, I wrote down what your team was, what my team was. I didn't get to my team, but your team, I basically agree because but the way that you want to play is how I want to play. But whether if we're talking about a topic or whatever, it might get spirited. We're talking, but when it comes down to it, if we talk it out and put it on paper, we actually want the same thing to happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like you've been saying too, like I hope that the front office and these guys have these conversations, because through the argument, whatever, when it comes down to it, if you write it down, everybody's going to be on the same page. So that's what needs to happen. They need to all have an argument, put it on a thing, and everybody can come to the same conclusion.
And I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like honestly, like you could be a fan. Like I understand. Like I respect everybody's opinion who say like they genuinely want the Knicks to make the play-in and stuff like that. Like I agree with y'all. Like I would love for them to make the play-in and stuff like that. But I want a prospect like Bernard King, bro. Like I didn't have a chance to watch Bernard King. Like I'm not used to that. Y'all, a lot of people, y'all had Patrick Ewing. Like I'm not used to that. Like I'm not old enough to experience that. Like I can remember basketball when I was 10 years old, but I only probably remember like important things. But I remember stats and stuff and everything else. I don't watch too much goddamn basketball for me to remember everything. And what I do remember is the Knicks don't never build through the young core. That's what I know for a. We did it 1 year. And you know what we did? We traded for Melo, man. Can't break the timeline, man. We had to trade for Melo, man. I can't even be mad at the trade.
I knew you was gonna go there because in 1984 we had a young team that Bernard King whatever, so we got rid of Bernard King because he got hurt. But then once Ewing became into his own, it led up to that Mark Jackson led team where we called them the Bomb Squad. We had a bunch of young guys on the roster and we was running with them. But then Pat Riley came in here and we just changed the whole setup. We had Johnny and we had a bunch of young guys, but we chose to go a different route because that's how the NBA was back then. So I mean, like I said, if you watch the Knicks long enough, you'll remember something that happened before. That's why you don't get so excited about certain things. That's why I got to tell another podcaster on his show to suck my dick, because he wants to argue with me about RJ Barrett, but I'm trying to say, listen, players come and go, but he still wants to go on the shit about how RJ Barrett is this, RJ Barrett is that. But listen, we don't see RJ Barrett before many times. We've seen this story happen so many times, and the Knicks always do something to fuck it up. Of course, we want these guys to do, but we can't do nothing. We look at where we are. We're not in charge of nothing. All we do is talking about the Knicks. So tell everybody, yo, shut up. If you're gonna say that RJ, we lost the game still, and he got almost 50, fuck you, shut up. If you're gonna be yelling and screaming like that, you just sound like a crazy person. Because that's you in your 20s. When you get to your 40s, you're gonna be like, you ain't gonna be on that shit no more. And there's gonna be a next young kid talking about some dude that right now is like in kindergarten, talking about, oh yeah, he's the next greatest guy. But you go, yeah, but what about RJ? Remember when RJ? They're like, man, fuck RJ, that happened 20 years ago. They're gonna be on the same shit.
Yo, ask me when the last time I mentioned to you RJ Barrett's 46 points.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The game seemed like it was so long ago.
You know why you forgot about it? Because we lost. I don't want to talk about stats when I'm losing. I don't care about that. Everybody got their own stance, but like, yeah, 46 and we lost. I don't care. That's why I don't really bring it up. You don't see me type that in no Twitter and all. I don't care about stuff like that, yo. All I care about is my young boys getting better, Randy getting better, and this, that, and third. Yeah, I was listening to that too, and it's like I popped in like when shit was going on. So when I popped in, all I heard is the SFD. I'm like, wait, what the? So, but as I'm listening to it, I'm like, I understand why bro said that, and it's like, yo, when you host a show or when you doing like certain things like that, like you're supposed to let the people that's your guests, you're supposed to let them eat regardless. Like even if you kind of like disagree with what they saying, like you gotta let them eat. You gotta let them get their full point across. You gotta let them talk. You gotta let them have their full speech. You're not supposed to really be, so you're just talking over people and trying to like run the show, because then you trying to like alpha dog me. You trying to big dog me. I'm from New York. Like I'm not letting nobody big dog me. So now I'm a big dog you. And that's it happens like that, man. So I ain't mad at that sparring match. What I am mad at is people who try to. I'll say this. Am I a person who, when RJ has a horrible game, am I a person who says RJ has a horrible game because of Julius Randle? Or am I a person who says RJ has a horrible game because that man is just stinking it up tonight?
I don't know. You want me to answer truthfully or
Answer? Go ahead.
To tell you the truth, you on both sides of that shit. One night you'll say one thing, one night you say the next thing.
Why do you think that is?
I think because you're absolutely nuts.
It's because I'm just saying what I'm saying. That's all. Like I never want to. I don't like to tie RJ's bad games with Randall unless I see it. If I don't see it, if RJ has a bad game like today, I'm not tying that with Randall because RJ had a booty game today and that was on him. Randall played well for 3 quarters. 3. And he shitted the bed in the 4th. That ain't got nothing to do with RJ. So I'm trying to, even myself, I think in the past, I've done it. So I gotta catch myself from now on from doing it. But I really dislike the whole like, oh, I'm a bigger fan than you, and I'm a bigger fan than you, and this, that, and the third. Like we all spend chicken on the Knicks. I spent $70 for one channel, dog. One channel on Fubo TV. $70. So ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm not. I spent $400 on Knicks. Matter of fact, I'm making sure I'm taking my shorty to the next Knicks home game or Knicks home game where I know for a fact that all the kids is gonna play. I'm definitely taking my shorty there because I want to sit there. I can't go to a Knicks game and sit down and kill myself for 35 minutes of Alec Burks. I can't do it.
Well, maybe the Wizards game. The Wizards game is on Friday. I think a lot of Knicks fans are going to that game. The dude that I keep forgetting his name. The guy that I dropped the hoodie off for. He's actually trying to organize a get together for that game, the Wizards game.
Oh, I work Fridays, man. Teasing me, man. No,
I work Fridays.
That money, brother. Try to get that money, brother.
One thing I say it all the time, man. But the reason why I even want to do a podcast with you, because one thing I don't want to do a podcast with nobody. That was my thing. I don't like to ask people. Sometimes I do. If somebody asks me to ask somebody, I'll ask. But how me and you get to where I like to talk to you, because I think you're one of the realest people on this Nick thing, to tell you the truth.
Yo, man. I
Well, I mean,
thank you, Don. I just try to like be myself, bro. That's all that is, bro. I just try to always, the hell? I just always try to be myself. That's all.
well, I mean, you'll have a strong take about something, whatever, and then you'll have a straight opinion about it. And I can say, yo, I don't agree with that, or whatever. We can talk about it. But then you'll have another opinion, very strong, and then you say, listen, I was wrong the last time. You know what I'm saying? But things like that. You will say when you're wrong, but then when you're right, you'll say you're right. Or whatever. That's how you accept both sides of the argument. What I don't like is when people just be like, listen, I'm always right. I'm always consistent. I'm always this way. I'm never this way. I'm always this way. And what I say is smarter than anybody else that you ever heard before. And fuck you in your opinion because mine is always better than yours because I'm so consistent and I'm so smart. You know how many podcasters are like that? That's crazy, man. I might as well just turn you off and put on Stephen A. Smith.
I didn't no disrespect to nobody, but I didn't turn a couple podcasts off this season where I've heard dudes defend Tibbs at the 20-point loss. Like I'm not listening to that shit. I want the real, authentic. This is why I love Sims. This is why I love OG Sims. Because he's not going to give me some BS. And also, some of the guys on his show, they be talking some stuff where I'm like, all right, I see, I gotta not say that. But shout out to OG Sim, man. I really appreciate OG, man. I like when somebody just says what they believe. So this is why I love the show. Oh, what's up, OG? How you doing, man? I'll be done in like 5 minutes, bro.
Right?
I'll be done in like 5.
You work inside your department? Oh, is that the reason why I asked?
Oh.
Because they want us to check. And nobody unauthorized supposed to be. I can't recognize that. You work on this floor?
Yeah, you don't work in building service, man.
Yeah?
You killing me.
No, no, that's if it's a security check.
Nah, you go, OG. You just doing your job, man.
OG,
I love you, man.
OJ is a different one. They don't know how to mix that up.
Oh.
So that's it.
All right.
You have to check. No unauthorized person.
Nah. You go, OG.
Huh?
You go, OG. I respect it.
So you're supposed to work in this area.
Yeah. You don't work Sundays, man.
Yeah?
You don't work Sundays, man. I get off at 11. I'm about to go downstairs hand in my work for that.
People sleeping up here at night time.
I know. They gotta stop. I be telling them overnight dudes they gotta chill.
So I know it's not an hour shift, maybe it's later in the night, but so they sent me to check now.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to call him and tell him.
Nah, you good.
Yeah, alright.
No problem, OG. Thank you.
Alan, don't mix up with OJ.
Alright.
You think you calling him OJ?
Nah, I call OG.
It sounded like he heard OJ.
Oh.
Because he said, "Don't mix me up with OJ." Is that the same dude? Is that the same dude from last time they was talking?
Nah. It's always somebody different. They always do like a routine check around this time. Yeah. So it's probably that's the OG from the downstairs.
Well, I mean, infamous New King said he said a bunch of things. He said he got to claim the Knicks on his taxes for all the shit, the money they spend. He says got to look in the mirror. I wonder if he's talking about when I said that people think they know it all. I don't think that I know it. I have a strong opinion. I'll talk about stuff. But if State is talking, me and him will argue or whatever about it. But even a guy like this, Evergreen, he says State has an opinion. Like Evergreen has an opinion. If you want to know whether or not I let people talk, watch an episode of me and Evergreen do a podcast. I literally listened to Evergreen talk for like an hour and a half before I got mad. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like really listening to what you're saying. So by the time we got to the end of the pod, I'm like, Evergreen. then I started going crazy. Because I just want to hear people talk about the Knicks. That's why I'm here.
You want to know what's so crazy? Like what happened just now is a sign of maturity. Because that whole convo just now could have went left. But when you mature, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping the Knicks can get me. I'm so glad we had a pod today, bro, because I'm smiling now. I'm in a good mood. The Knicks, they blew my earlier. Like the Knicks gotta stop losing. And man, I try to be myself, bro. Like I don't try to be nobody else. I try to be myself. I've always been that way. I think that's why I get into under a lot of people's skin. Because my opinions don't be the regular opinion. Like, I've been saying Julius Randle was a championship 3 option. Dudes was calling me stupid, blocking me on Twitter. Now look at us. Come on now. So it's like, you know.
I was calling you. I was disagreeing with you too, but you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that.
But my only reason for calling him a championship 3 was I wouldn't want him to have the ball in clutch situations if I'm trying to win a championship at all. He should be my spotter. He should be spotting up. That's it. Shouldn't be doing nothing else. But you know, I mean, hey, I ain't got no issues with what's going on right now. As long as I dismiss the almighty 4th seed completely out of my brain, like I have no problems with it at all.
Yeah.
No problems with it. Like, we won 21 games, dog. And this is just me just blocking the 4th seed out of my head. And then we won. We're at 28 games right now. So it's progress. No, progress. No, we're showing it.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's basically what these guys are saying too. You know, the only reason why I tune in is because of the realness. You know, the passionate 100%. These are the only people that I want to be around. I just want to be around people just as passionate as us. Because I'm not here to teach you guys. That's why I call it the Diehard Knicks podcast, Diehard State of Mind. Because you know, State Diehard is a diehard state of the New York Knicks podcast. That's the reason why we rock with each other, and that's the reason why a lot of people tune in, because they just I guess you guys you know, could relate to what we're saying or how we're saying it. So that's the type of person I want to be around.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
I ain't doing overtime tonight, man. Knicks done drink all my energy, man. I guess we got into everything. Yeah, I literally don't have nothing else. I just wanted to get that energy out of there. You know, Tibbs, just keep playing Alec Burks, baby. That's the most positive thing I got today. Keep playing Burks, Tibbs. You keep starting them. Keep that tank rolling, brother. Because we gonna be firing you after the end of this season, and I'm gonna have a blow that pod. Ooh, I might have to I'm going to the liquor store, bro. Ooh,
it's gonna be live from the liquor store.
Live from the liquor. I might do that, yo. I might do that, yo. If we fire Tibbs, I might go live at the liquor store, bro. Matter of fact, I'm doing that. I'm doing. And I'm getting the 40 of Henny, and I'm drinking it to the face, and we're gonna be on live. We're gonna be on live the whole day, because we're gonna be celebrating. Because we ain't gotta watch none of our players playing a stupid offense anymore, and I'm gonna be so happy about that. I'm gonna be so proud of this team. Oh my God, Leon Rose, he showed some balls and fired his mans. Oh my God, the fake tears. Oh God.
All right, man. Well, you out of here, because if you're not going to do overtime, that means security going to come up and get you again. So
they gonna come on, man. You know, I seen you, man. I let you rock, man. Come on, man. I don't want my bosses on me, man.
Now, like, I remember you told me you wasn't sleeping up here, but I see you're not working, but you're still up here. So, you know, click. So, he gonna start flashlighting you and shit.
Nah, so real quick. All right, before I go, so real quick. So what happens is, like, so you see, they know I come up here. I do my thing, right? Because I got this my thing. But people will be working overnight, and they'll sleep anywhere and get caught, like little stuff like that. Like they don't know how to move. So that's why they gotta come up here and always check. So that's why a lot of times you see me, yo, what up, OG? And then I come right back. So, you know, your boy Otis, he say, yo, you work here, bro? Dude from boy.
Look at here there, boy.
Yo, Apple Podcast, Google, Stitcher, what's the other joint, man? Tune in, Player FM, Amazon Alexa, iHeartRadio, Google Play. This podcast will be out tomorrow morning on audio. is a reason why I don't post the audio as soon as we finish the podcast because I want the conversation to continue. So I love to do it like a day or two after because it's fun. Because then now they can hear a podcast like, oh, let me catch up real quick, and then that's how you keep the flow going. So I love doing that. But this one I can't. I gotta let this go in the morning. This gotta go in the morning because this is a debate that I think people must hear because some games under 500, man.
Yeah. While we at it, guys, in the comments, it would be nice if you could like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys, man. Final shout outs, man. I appreciate all you guys, man. Pudge Lee, alternately, Big Task at Hand, King Ribby, Pudge Nicey, yo, he's always in the chat. Tricky mess, yo, every time. Mike Johnson, yo, I appreciate you. Oh, you the Wu-Tang doing in the thread. I got you. I know exactly who you are, my boy Flyboy. Almighty 4C, get your hoodies, man. I appreciate my other guy. He met me in Harlem the other night on 127th and like Madison. Brought him his hoodie in hand. I got like 3 more t-shirts getting sent out. I think tomorrow, because my son, he'll call me in the morning. He'll let me know he's done with those. He's gonna send those out the floor to North Carolina again and some other guy. But yeah, I appreciate all of you guys, man. Yo, Diehard.
Peace, man.
Yo, peace, man. I see you at the next. No, matter of fact, we gonna talk. We gonna talk. We got some new things on the way. So me and Diehard is going to sit together. And we're gonna have a lengthy conversation about what's the things we could do to improve like the pod and stuff. So
yeah, it would be nice to hear from you guys too. If you guys have opinions, what you think we should do?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
but I love last thing. The reason why I love doing pods in here is because people always talk about it now. But yo, I'm out of here, man. Diehard, man. I'm out of here for Otis. Come up here, man. Get your boy, man.
I'll see you later, bro. Anyway, man, State's gonna post it on these platforms here, so you can check out his podcast. I do have an audio podcast too, but I just don't upload the stuff, like I should. So go to State's channel. You can be able to get the audio version of this thing. Also, too, I want to point out also that I also have merch as well. So I mean, you can go to diehardknicks.com. I'm gonna be adding more stuff to it too, man. So I mean, State is doing this thing with the merch, which is the Almighty Fourth Seed. He got a couple other new items coming out really soon too. He's gonna be doing the same thing. You just contact him through Twitter, and really now you can just contact him through Twitter, and he'll be able to do anything that you ask him to do. So hit him up and see what he says. You guys work out the price, you work out how you want him to deliver it, and that's how it goes, man. But diehardknicks.com works a little different. You just go and click and just work it out like that. So like I said, just look out for more merch on diehardknicks.com, and also keep an eye out for more niche merch from State side of the thing, man. So anyway, 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking the thumb, salute. See you guys on the next one. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.